Hello, welcome to Made to Heal with Angela Brown. I am going to share a concept of sometimes we don't want to do things and how that kind of bit me in the rear end this week. But I will get into that here in a sec. I invite you to check out the link in the comments below to my book called You Are Made to Heal Spiritually, Emotionally, Mentally, and Physically. It is important to heal in all of these areas. I was stuck in all of these areas for 30 plus years. I had a lot of anger. I had a lot of resentment. I was a victim. I didn't take accountability for my thoughts, actions, and it just wasn't pretty. Not to say I didn't have good days. There were plenty of great days, but I, for the majority, was not a happy person, and I hit rock bottom in the fall of 2015. After hitting rock bottom, which was my greatest blessing, when we hit rock bottom, the rock is there, right? We hit rock bottom and we hit that rock. And you know what? That rock is our Savior, Jesus Christ. It is the most solid foundation we can build our lives on. And I was able to just surrender my will to His. And not to say I do that day in and day out constantly, because if I did, I'd be perfect and I wouldn't need to be talking to you, right? There are no perfect people on the planet. So I am still making my mistakes every day, and I am still learning and growing spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and physically. But I have learned a lot of things, and going on 10 years, I have not had depression or suicidal thoughts. I suffered from those for 30 plus years. And so it's just miraculous to me of the healing that can take place when we allow ourselves that opportunity. So when I wrote this book, it was for teens and adults alike. So I should have had better lighting. Maybe I opened the shutters. Sorry, guys. Maybe that's too bright coming from behind me. But anyway, so it's important that we have the right tools. And so when I was writing this book, I wrote it with teens and adults all alike in mind. And because I suffered from all of this in my teens and adult years. And so I don't have all the answers, but I have a lot of tools to offer, and I don't suffer with those things anymore. Not to say I don't have my down days and I don't have my sad, hard moments, but I have the tools and techniques that will help me get through. And I have learned how to what it means to truly self-care and take care of myself and invest in me. So that's just my story and my journey that I share in my book. So check that out, share it with others. No matter where you feel they are or you are in your mindset, everybody can learn and grow and become better. And so now I want to talk about sometimes we just don't want to do things. And I'm going to share my story of the thing I didn't want to do. So I am pretty diligent. I like to go walking almost every day with a friend. And 2 days ago, she was like, "Hey, do you want to go for a walk?" And I'm like, "Oh, yeah, that'd be great." But then as the day progressed, I'm like, "Oh, no, heck no. I am not going in this cold. It's so cold outside." And so I texted her, and, you know, 15, 20 minutes before our scheduled walk, I was like, "Hey, I'm really sorry to bum out on you, but it is super cold." So we blew it off, right? And then we go walking yesterday. And then today, we went to there was a community activity. I saw my friend there. And, before the activity started, "Hey, we still on for the walk after this activity?" And I'm like, "Yeah, absolutely. I'll meet up with you." And the activity, it was great, right? The weather was perfect. And yes, there were some clouds everywhere. And so I'm not thinking anything of it. And I go walk to meet my friend, and it starts, sprinkling or whatever. And I'm like, "Ooh, it is a little bit chilly." Like, I brought my gloves and I brought my hoodie and coat, and I'm snuggle warm and that way. But I should have put on some thicker pair of pants and warmer pants and, did something different. I should have done something different for socks. But I was with my friend as I was walking today, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, like I totally bummed out on walking 2 days ago because it was too cold. Today is even more cold because it was hailing, it was snowing, and it was sleeting the whole time we were on our walk." And we just kind of laughed about it. And I was like, wow, I was kind of being a wimp 2 days ago because I'm like, it's too cold. And Today was even more cold. So that's kind of what I want to talk about is don't let things deter you from getting your goals done. Anything can happen, life can happen, distractions, yes, weather can be a distraction for us, and we can use little things as excuses of why not to do something. So I chose not to go for a walk a couple days ago because it was just too cold. And today I was pretty proud of myself. I was out there walking and it was colder, a lot colder than it was 2 days ago. So it just taught me a lesson. I think God has a beautiful sense of humor. He teaches us little beautiful lessons, but are we apt and ready to learn from Him? Okay, that's the thing. Are we willing to learn from all of our experiences? So that was my take on it. Like, hey, yeah, I complained about it and didn't want to, but this was a friendly reminder of go after your dreams no matter what. Don't let anything get in your way. Don't let things and people stop you. Now, is our emergency situations sometimes are they going to pop up and happen? Absolutely, of course. And there's a time where we're like, no, I absolutely can't do this, and that's fine. But when we are reaching for excuses and things to get in our way of achieving our goals, because, my goal is to walk at least 5 times a week, right? Like get out there and go for a good hearty walk 5 times a week. And that's a great goal. But sometimes I let like the weather or different things get in the way. So that was just my lesson of don't let things get in your way and keep moving forward. So I don't know what excuses or distractions get in your way or have gotten in your way today or this week, but just kind of go over it in your head. And could that have been avoided? Could that have been something that you could have had a little bit more control of? And I know on my end, absolutely, I could have controlled things. I could have done things a little different, but I am grateful for the learning tools and just staying committed and committed, consistent, imperfect actions when we're reaching and striving to reach those goals is important. And so that's all God asks from us is just our part, our trying, being consistent, being committed, and just trying, right? Working, the doing. And although it doesn't look perfect all the time, we're trying and we're doing it and we're showing up. And that's all that matters. God sees your efforts in all things. And you know what? I'm proud of you. I love you. And I know you've got this, right? We all have our struggles. So just whatever it is you're struggling with, God definitely understands. So please like and subscribe to this channel, share it with others. It is my mission and purpose to help others in their healing journey, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and physically. We must be working on in all of these areas in order to have a balanced life. I promise if you're not working in all of them, at some point in your day, you're going to feel off balanced. So if you're feeling like you're out of whack, you're not feeling grounded, you're not feeling balanced, ask yourself where you're at spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and physically. What did you do to improve those 4 things today? And if you don't have an answer to that question, then what is it you can do right now to fulfill and to achieve a little something in each of those areas? And it doesn't take a ton of effort, but it takes effort, and investing in you takes time and it takes work. So it's not for the lighthearted. Once you embark on this healing journey, it is not a one and done. It is I am in it to win it, right? Like you're in it to win at life. You're in it to not give up on yourself. Invest in you. So God bless, and until next time, we'll be talking later. Bye.